And we are live, and we are back for yet another one where we had a very intriguing day of football in Euro 2020. Oh my God, what a day, what a day, what a day we had, man. History was made. We had some heartbreaks, we had some triumphs, and it was just a topsy-turvy day of football where some teams were up while others were way down in the abyss. So it's about Dominic Rich back with another one. How's everybody doing? Let's not talk about my lateness, please. I'm fashionably late. You see how I'm looking fresh? You see how I'm looking good? And this is props to my little sister for getting this for me for my Father's Day present. Oh my God, this is fire, representing Manchester City. You know what I'm saying? The champions of England, not the champions of Europe, but the champions of England. Oh boy, you gotta be correct. You gotta come correct, and I am coming correct. So back with another one, man. How's everybody in here feeling right about now? We got the boy Dupe in the house. We got Paloma in the house. Who else we got? We got Nima Rafizadeh in the house. Who else we got here? Chicken Man. How you doing, Chicken Man? Master Mandy in the house. Roy Pontes. Ricky Swift. Everybody in here right about now. Mola Karoma. Home of Juve. Guys, we're going to have a good one. Today was a strange day, you know what I mean? Today was a very strange day because I had to watch games at the same time twice. You see what I'm saying? And then I realized I had forgot my tablet in my car and I couldn't watch the Netherlands game properly. I did watch some of it on my laptop, but it was very difficult. So, but that game was a dead rubber anyway, so it was whatever. So I focused on the Austria versus Ukraine match, and yeah, that's the one I actually paid more attention to. And then later when I got home, my sister came over to drop these off for me. You know, she's going on a little vacation, so she wanted to get this to me before. So I was watching both games, and I was thoroughly entertained. I was trying to explain to her what's going on, but it was pretty difficult. It was pretty difficult, man. Let us do this. Let us talk. Let's talk. I think I'm a bit low. Let's pump it up. Let's pump it up. Let's get a little higher. Let's get a little higher. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep it high. Let's talk. Euro 2020 action, man. Oh man, where do we start? I think we're gonna start with the milder group. And then we have 4 games to go through, but we won't be too long-winded on all the matches today because we do have games to talk about that's coming up tomorrow as well. So we don't want to go super, super crazy on that. But lucky thing that tomorrow there's only 2 matches, so it's a bit light. We only have 2 games to preview, and those are 2 crunch games. Those are big predictions that we got to make. So let's get into the show. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Do appreciate everybody who has been liking the videos lately. You are the real deal. Come on, you know it already. I don't need to tell you. You know you're the real deal. But, you know, you can confirm that by smashing the thumbs up button. We had 17 thumbs up. Let's get it to 100 thumbs up for today's live stream, of course. So we have AD744 saying I knew Denmark would make it to the next round. Look, most of us predicted Denmark, but after the way they started, it was pretty difficult for them, man. Roy Pontes is saying Belgium are favorites. Dupe, Kevin Desidan. Oh, man, Kevin De Bruyne is just awesome, man. It's just awesome. And thank you, Paloma, for letting me know how nice this kit is. Lovely, man. You want to see it again? You want to see it again? Oh, my God. You want to see it? Oh, you want to see it? Oh, man, it's so nice, man. It's so nice. Thanks to my sister, though. There were some of these training kits on sale, but they didn't have my size. They had some really nice ones. I got to check again. But let's get into today's analysis. Just look at the headlines here where Red Devils pressure pays. Dazzling Danes sweep through. Ooh, lovely. Baumgartner puts Austria through. Who's through? Who can join them? We could get into that. Euro 2020 Centurions. Maybe we won't get too much into that one. Aranya shine on Pandev's farewell. So apparently this would be Goran Pandev's international farewell. And that's a very good way to walk into the sunset, by actually taking a team to their first major international tournament and then retire. Classy by a class act in Goran Pandev. So that's Goran Pandev right there, and the young Dutchman Ryan Gravenberch. So we're going to get into the groups. Let's get into the group play. And we won't be talking about Group B. We will be jumping to Group C. As you can see in the background, we'll be talking about Group C first, and then we'll get into Group B. And as you guys know, I already did a little review on Group C, so you guys could go check that out. I'll save the Group B review for tomorrow morning while I'm driving to work. I like those type of videos, you know, early in the morning, some fire for your head tops. You see what I'm saying? So I'll save that for then. But right about now, we're going to talk about Group C. So if you guys haven't seen that little review I did, make sure you go check it out, where I summarize the 4 teams and summarize the group. So the group has been decided, and we know who these teams will play in the round of 6. Well, we at least know, I think we know who the Netherlands... Wait, we don't know who the Netherlands will play, but we know who Austria will play. So the Netherlands, 9 points. Clean sweep. Winning 3, playing 3. They scored 8, and they only conceded twice, and those 2 goals came against Ukraine. So the Dutch will play a third-place team from D, E, or F. Okay, so they could play a team from the group of death if, you know, that team does not get into another group, another matchup where they could actually play Belgium as well. But those are just there in case, you know, a team from Group F makes it and a team from Group A doesn't make it as the best third-place team, and so on and so forth. So there's options. So the Netherlands, oh man, they await their opponent in the round of 16. It could be a very good opponent, or it could be a team that barely scraped through. But guys, you could never tell, because back in 2016, Portugal scraped through as a best third-place team, and they went on to win the tournament. So no team should be underestimated here. But the Dutch are looking good, and they're looking poised to make a run in the tournament. Ironically, well, I should say, yeah, ironically, ideally, maybe for some, the Netherlands could face one of Wales or Denmark in the quarterfinals. So we got some good matchups coming. We got some really good matchups, and I'm loving it. As for Austria, Franco Foda and Austria has made the knockout stage of the Euros for the first time in their history, picking up 6 points after defeating the Ukrainians 1-0. Ukraine are third. Well, wait. Yeah, wait. You're jumping the gun. Austria will play Italy in the next round. So that is confirmed. Austria will play Italy. That'll be a good one. The Austrians will have their work cut out for them. That'll be a good one. I think the Italians would think that that's a very kind draw. We move on to Ukraine, right? Where Ukraine are currently third, guys. But Ukraine are not out as yet. I repeat, Ukraine are not out. And I'll show you exactly why Ukraine are not yet out. What we're going to do, I'm going to let you see the best third-place teams. We're going to get into the games just now. We're going to get into the games, the nitty-gritty and things of the games just now. But let's just take a look at this right here. The best third-place teams, guys. Ukraine are currently ranked third. You guys are seeing this on the screen right now. Ukraine are ranked third as one of the best third-place teams. In Group C, they have played 3, they won 1 and lost 2. What's good and what's working for Ukraine right now is their -1 goal difference, right? Where Finland in 4th in terms of the best third-place teams, they have a -2 goal difference. So Ukraine are already ahead of Finland, and only 2 teams can pass Ukraine. The third-place teams from E and D. So if any one of these teams from any of those groups, E or D, does not get a better record than Ukraine, Ukraine will go through. I think Finland might eventually fall out. So Ukraine, even though they haven't been so convincing in the group stages, they might just scrape through to the round of 16 like I initially predicted to. But this is the first time I'm actually drinking some water since making that video. I made a video about the Denmark-Russia match. And then I came and, scrambled to, get everything ready for this live stream. So I've been busy, man. I've been busy. But I had to put out a separate video for that game, man. That game was just brilliant. That was an inspirational effort by Denmark. But we will get into that pretty soon. Just wanted to give you guys some insight on what Ukraine, their status right now in the tournament. It's in limbo. They haven't yet packed their bags. They could still dream of staying in the tournament. So Ricky Swift is saying Ukraine bowl me these days. Yeah, Ukraine weren't very, very, very good. Water over Coke, says Adrian Williams. Oh, man, Adrian Williams coming in with the freaking fire. Oh, man, lovely. Euro 2020, Euro 2020 stuff. So Master Mandy is saying Finland is more or less out. Not really, not really. And this is why I'll show you they're not really out. Let's go back to the groups, right? E and I think it's E and D. E and D. And there's also Portugal. There's also Portugal. So let me just refresh my page really quick that I have these standings on. Portugal has to play. And if Portugal lose against France, right? Let's say they lose by 2 goals. They will go into a negative goal difference. If they lose to 1, the goal difference will go down to 0. So Portugal, even if they lose, they can't lose by more than 1 goal, or they could go behind Ukraine. So Portugal could lose and still make it ahead of Ukraine and Finland, which means they will come in as one of the best third-place teams, right? You may think so. But what if Hungary actually pick up a victory? It's complicated. This thing is complicated, and we're not going to get too deep into it right now. All right? We are not. But if you look at Group D, where Croatia third with only 1 point, if Croatia pick up a point against Scotland, it means that both Croatia and Scotland will be eliminated, which will be good for Ukraine and good for Finland, right? And in the group with Spain, let's say Spain lose their game, right? Let's say they lose their game. It means that Finland would go through, Ukraine would go through, and 2 other best third-place teams, and Spain and Croatia would miss out. So that is a little, think that could happen, but we're not going to get too deep into that right about now, guys. We really won't. I don't want to complicate things too early. Really don't. We already complicated things yesterday with Group B, right? Not Group B. With Group B. We did that. And it turned out to be very complicated. But let's talk about Group C. I don't want to go all over the place right now. I'm very excited. Group C is wrapped up. Austria beat Macedonia 3-1 on match day 1. Netherlands, they beat Ukraine 3-2. Match day 2, Ukraine beat Macedonia 2-1. The Netherlands beat Austria 2-0. Austria needing a win or a draw to put themselves in contention for the next round. Picked up a brilliant 1-0 win over Ukraine, who are not yet out of the competition as we were just discussing. And the Netherlands, even though they made a few changes coming into this match, still managed to beat North Macedonia 3-0. Both games were played simultaneously, so it was a little difficult for me to write down every single detail. I like details, but it was hard to write down every single bit of the details that I needed to write down. But I have some stuff for you guys. Definitely have some stuff for you. So we're going to start with the game between Ukraine and Austria. and then we'll touch on the Netherlands versus Macedonia game. And you guys could also chime in the chat and talk about you guys chiming in the chat. What are you saying right about now? Mr. Sufus Madsen, seems like he's Danish, says, I am so happy. You have all right to be happy, man. What else we got here? We have Aviator, F22, Croatia and Czech win tomorrow. We're coming in with the predictions later on in the show, guys. So stick around. Stick around. And I appreciate everybody who already smashed the thumbs up button. We have about 50 people in here, guys. Let's get the likes up to 50 thumbs up, okay? All right, so let's get into this. Big up to the boy Jordan Hyman. Big up to Andre Senio, who says Germany could have beaten them 6-1 if they wanted to. All right, okay, all right. So we're talking about we having a discussion over here. All right, okay. I see you guys having nice little discussions in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's talk about this game. Ukraine 0. Austria 1, courtesy of a 21st minute goal by Baumgartner, who picked up an injury just before that and had to go off. But before he went off, and he was replaced by Mr. Schoff, who did a really good job, he put one into the back of the net to put Austria into the round of 16 of the Euros for the first time ever. For Ukraine, they made one change, taking off Stefanenko, who had come into the second game after featuring off the bench in the first one. I don't know why Stefanenko was taken off. I don't know why he was dropped, but may have been an error on Shevchenko's behalf. But in came Sidorchuk. Austria made a few changes, but one notable change, Marko Arnautovic came in for Mikhail Gregorich. So, didn't really write down the other changes that Austria made. It wasn't really necessary, to be honest. But Arnautovic's absence, it was felt in the previous match. So, I just had to note that one because Austria did miss him, but then he came into this game and he wasn't at his best. Just want to put that out there. So, fun fact: neither Ukraine before this match, neither Ukraine nor Austria ever got out of their European Championship groups, and they're both in a situation where they can both get out, where Austria have already got out their group, and Ukraine, because of their okay-ish goal difference, can get out as one of the best third place teams. So there was a second minute chance for Konrad Laimer, and it went begging. Alaba started the game at left back, which was something to note. And I did talk about if Alaba did not play at left back, if he wasn't a creative force in this game, Austria would have lost the game because Franco Foda was playing him at center back. And when you saw him push Alaba up the field later on in games, Alaba came up with the big chances. So that was very smart of Franco Foda, listening to the boy Dominic Rich and what he had to say. So there was another chance for Austria in the 7th minute, blasted over by Zabitsa. And there was the incident where Baumgartner picked up the injury, but he stayed on, labored with that injury. And then Alaba with the crossing, Baumgartner headed into the back of the net. Well, did he head it? I think he kicked it into the back of the net, if I'm not mistaken. But Austria went one goal up. And it goes back to when you're trying to watch two games at the same time. Sometimes you kind of miss things. If you guys understand what I'm saying, you miss things. So I think I have to see that goal again. I definitely have to see that goal again. Because I did kind of, you're trying to watch one game here, one game over there. And by the time you look over here, the goal scores. So I think that's a situation that happened in that game. But most importantly, Baumgartner put the ball into the back of the nets. So Austria, well-deserved goal. They had the momentum and everything. And I think Ukraine were actually struggling big time in this game. Yarmolenko did get a chance in the 29th minute. And that went begging. Baumgartner was taken off in the 33rd, and the man from Schalke by the name of Schoff came on. Let's get his name correctly. This name is too hard to say. Alexandro Schroff. Oh man, this name is so difficult. But he plays for Schalke, and it goes back to where I say he's playing for Schalke. Schalke got relegated. Schalke was so bad, and he still made it into the Austrian national team. So when guys want to talk about club and national team and this and that, for some countries, it doesn't matter what your club form is. You'll still get into the team. And Mr. Schroff came on, and he just lit up the playing field. Leiner had a shot saved by Bouchan, and that is Stefan Leiner and not Konrad Leimer. And at that moment of the game is where we actually, I got the news that Billy Gilmour tested positive for COVID-19, and he will miss the game tomorrow against Croatia. A big game for Scotland, and Billy Gilmour picking up that star of the match award against England. That'll be a big miss for Scotland. So in the 42nd minute, Schroff, the man from Schalke that we've been talking about, put in a brilliant ball for Marko Arnautovic. And I don't understand for the life of me how Arnautovic put that ball wide. If this was Morata or Timo Werner or Raheem Sterling, the whole world would have been talking about this. But nobody really cares what Marko Arnautovic does. He plays in China anyways. You see what I'm saying? So nobody doesn't really care. It doesn't matter. He could have missed 10. Nobody would really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So Austria pretty much dominated this game. They were all over Ukraine. Ukraine did get a chance late in the match, but that also went begging. And it's just, it's just a disappointing performance, man. Disappointing performance by the Ukrainians. Disappointing. Shevchenko, they're lucky they're in third and they could actually still go through to the next round. But if they manage to squeeze into the next round, they have a lot of work to do. They got to work out their selection, man. They have a selection problem. They really do. I don't think Shevchenko has been getting it right in terms of the selection. But you got to give it to this Austrian team. Franco Foda and his boys, a very quality squad, guys. And this squad is so quality that you got to mention that they have 21 players in the squad of 26 that plays in the German Bundesliga. I'm giving you guys some facts here. 21 out of 26 plays in Germany, but only 17 in the German squad play in Germany. The Austrian team is more German than the German team itself. So they have a little bit of class. And when you look at their roster, you fancy that they'll do well. Konrad Leimer, Zabitzer, Leiner. You see what I'm saying? Guys like Ilsan Kher. You see what I mean? You have David Alaba. The team is nice. But they just have to learn to play as a unit. And play as a unit they did on the day. Where Ukraine looked very fragmented. Very fragmented. And it will take a whole lot of luck for them to get through to the round of 16. So, what are your thoughts on this game, guys? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to be hitting you guys with some stats right now, and then we'll get into a bit of up to stats before we move into the next game, the next Group C match, where the Dutch defeated North Macedonia 3-0. So, in this game, Austria won, Ukraine 0. Ukraine only could muster 5 shots at goal, 1 on target. They had more the ball in 51%, but they were very, unimaginative in the middle of the park and very impotent in the final third. They had 455 passes with an 82% pass accuracy, not bad at all. While for the Austrians, 18 shots at goal, 4 on target. They were going for it because they know they had to actually win the game. Or a draw would have been good, but a win would have been better, you know, to put it beyond the shadow of a shadow's doubt. They had to win the game, and they did. So 4 shots on target, 49% of the ball, 455 passes with a 79% pass accuracy. So both teams attempted the same amount of passes, which is very, very interesting. But it was the Austrians who came up trump on the day and pulled out the big victory. So we have Sufus Matson saying Austria do have a solid squad, kind of underrated. Yes, they are underrated, but, you know, they are the type of team that I said, you know what I mean, they have their shortcomings, and they haven't really lived up to expectations in previous tournaments. But one thing they have never been short of, even with their shortcomings, they have never been really short of talent. Never. Big up to the boy, Coach's Desk in the house. How are you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through and joining the chat. Big up to the boy, Coach's Desk. Talk about athletics. Talk about football on his channel. So you could go check that channel out. Coach's Desk, Jamaican. Big up to the Jamaican in the house. So what else are you guys saying in the chat? We have, what else we got here? Aviator F22. Gonna be interesting to see how Alaba does with Real Madrid. Definitely. Good one. Lemar is saying Ukraine was pretty short benched. What else we got here? Big up to the boy Zachary Leahy in the house, man. How are you doing? Justin Jessup. My team is doing great. Belgium. Big up to Louis Garcia in the house. Everybody in here, man. Have you guys already smashed the thumbs up button? I'm on you. Make sure you get the stream to 50 thumbs up. Let's hit 100. Quick. Today, let's do it. Duby Mezier says Netherlands not going anywhere. They are like this every year. Ricky Swift. Shevchenko is just vibes for the Ukraine. LOL. No tactics, really. You're right. Maybe similar to Zidane, right? You know, just looks good on the touchline. You like to talk about how legendary he was as a player. That's all the commentators do, you know. That's all they do. Ramiz Hussein, Ukraine, poor tactics, too negative from the start. Martin Colding, watch out. Wales, the Vikings are coming. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good matchup. Pretty good matchup. I like that one. Wales versus Denmark. Denmark just end up getting themselves in a really good matchup there. I fancy the Danes over the Wales. The Welsh. I fancy the Danes, the Great Danes, over the Wales. Who would you rather fight? One Wales-sized Great Dane or 100 Dane-sized Wales? Oh my God. It's great. It is great. So look, man, what else we gonna do? We're gonna hit you with some up to stats for sure. Gotta hit you with that. And then we're gonna move into the next group C fixture and wrap it up. We're gonna talk a bit about the Dutch, the boys in orange. Where I was actually wearing orange. When was that? Was it yesterday I was wearing orange? Yeah, that was fire, man. I should have saved the orange for today, but you know what I mean? Today I'm in this nice Man City jersey here. Have you guys seen the Man City jersey though? Have you seen it? And big up to DJ Phase 5 says love from Denmark. You see what I'm going on here with, guys? You know what I'm saying? The boy coming in with, listen, I told you guys I'm going to be fresh every single day. Every day I'm going to come with something real nice. Every day, man. Every day. Duby Mezier, do you really believe Wales can splash? Ooh! That one is fire. Sky Blue Zebras, baby. Lovely. Justin Jessup, I'd rather play against Wales. Denmark is a stronger team. For sure. So guys, what we're going to do right now, we're going to move right over into the Up to Joe section where we're going to give you some fun facts and fun stats about this game between Austria and the Ukraine. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Where you at? All right, right here. Let's go. Let's talk about it right here. All right. Ahead of today's meeting with Ukraine, Austria had just 7 shots on target in their 2 matches at Euro 2020. Only 3 of those efforts at goal have come from players in the starting 11, with 57% of their shots on target coming via substitutes. 4 out of 7. Shy. And substitutes have come off the bench for Austria and had a very, very good effect on the game. The boy David Alaba, man. Look at his face. Listen, man. Listen. This is the black Austrian. This is the black Asian, Dong Chinese looking guy. Where's his people from? Is his mom from Vietnam or something? I think it's where's his people from? I think it's Vietnam. Like, you know, he looks like Tiger Woods, man. David Alaba. I remember this, but I can't remember though. I know it, but I can't remember, I should say. But David Alaba, man, let me just, one of you guys should know this in the chat right now. Philippines, you see that? Sufus Madsen. So he's a black Filipino, man. He's a black Filipino. Okay, I see. I could have saw he was a black Vietnamese, man. So Alaba was born in Vienna to Gina and George Alaba and has 1 sister, okay, who is a professional recording artist named Rose May Alaba. His Visayan mother immigrated from the Philippines to work as a nurse. His Yoruba Nigerian father is a prince from Ogir, who is also a rapper and works as a DJ. Ooh, awesome. So you guys just got some fun information there about David Alaba. Look at the man. There's something special about him. He's the black Filipino. Big up to the boy Thriller from Manila, who is also Filipino, hence the name Thriller from Manila. Big up to Harold Wanyama, who says, hi, Dominic Rich, a silent fan of your channel. Yeah, looks good for the Dutch. Big up to you, Harold, and hope to hear from you more often. Robert Rodriguez, how are you feeling today? Who says he's half Filipino and half Nigerian, I think. You guys are coming in with the facts. I don't even need to look up nothing. You guys are coming in with the facts, okay? Chicken man coming in with something hard here saying, look at that nose. He smells success from that nose. Ooh. Oh my God. You guys are good. You said you guys are better than me. You are. I'm not that good. You guys are better. But let's get back to the up to stats. 4. David Alaba created 4 chances in the first half versus Ukraine. Only Martin Harnik against Croatia in Euro 2008 5 has created more chances for Austria in a whole game at the European Championships. Visionary. And it goes back to where I said Alaba has to be in a creative position and not playing at center back. Okay? Him playing at center back is what almost cost Austria a place into the round of 16. Alaba is the creative force. Okay? He's a captain, and it's lovely to see. It is lovely to see. It is lovely to see a man of his background captaining the Austrian national team. Lovely. Alaba, a legend, of course. And he's been around for a very, very long time. He's probably been winning. He's probably won about 100 player of the year for the Austrian national team, for Austrian football. So you got to give it to David Alaba. But we're going to continue with the up to stats here. We have time, man. We have time. We have a long time. We don't need to rush. Age 21 years and 324 days. Christoph Baumgartner has become the youngest goal scorer in Euro 2020 and also the youngest Austrian goal scorer in European Championship. To be completely honest, I didn't realize he was this young. Every time I see his name, I remember Baumgartlinger. You know that guy, right? Baumgartlinger, one of the longest names. I didn't realize Baumgartner was this young. And this is Up to Joe retweeting Up to France. We might have to check out Up to France in the future. France. Up to France. You might have to check him out. I think these guys be speaking different languages. So sometimes you really can't go, all over the place. I'm sticking with Joe. Joe's my boy. Joe is my boy. So, because both games were playing simultaneously, Up to Joe was obviously tweeting out a lot of things at the same time and retweeting Up to France. We really got to check out France, man. We got to check them out. But anyways, 39. For the first time in 39 years, World Cup in 1982, the Austrian team have made it out the initial group stages of a major tournament. Continue. Austria. Awesome stuff. Hitting you guys with the facts. Hitting you guys with the value. Also coming in with the entertainment. Of course, you know I could be a funny guy. And when I say a funny guy, I don't mean like I'm funny. Like I'm funny. Listen, there ain't nothing funny about me, but I can be funny. You understand? So don't be telling me that I'm funny, okay? We could get it. Listen, don't tell I'm funny, right? No. Not so funny. Anyways, let's continue. And we're going to go back to the group. Could be funny, but don't, I'm not funny. If you guys get the gist. But anyways, before we move on, is there anything else worth talking about? Solid performance by the Austrian team. You got to give it to Martin Hinteregger, man. What a warrior. What a freaking warrior. You got to give it to Alex Dragovic, who is moving over to Red Star Belgrade, and he's leaving Bayer Leverkusen to go back to play for the team that he supports. I think he's Serbian background, but I think he lives in Germany. I'm not too sure, but this is a quality team. But for me, the ceiling for Austria might actually be the round of 16 because coming up against Italy, it ain't gonna be easy. But if they want to write themselves a really good Cinderella story, they could knock Italy out. Guys, Austria could actually be one of the dark horses now for real of Euro 2020. So all the best to Austria. You did well. So we have one more game in Group C, and we're gonna get into that one, get it over with, and move on to the most inspirational story of the Euros so far. Group B, Denmark. And I'm ready to talk about that. So let's talk about the Netherlands 3, North Macedonia 0. So, as I said, I was watching both these games at the same time. It was 1-0 at halftime, a 24th minute goal by Memphis Depay. And that was really, really good counter-attacking stuff from the Dutch. And it was really good stuff by Daniel Malen. His name is Daniel, okay? Get it right. Daniel. Awesome name. And remember, he broke out on the scene for PSV. He was scoring them for fun. I think that was in the Europa League. And he got injured. But now, Daniel is back. And I'm telling you, listen. This summer, Daniel Malen is gone. Someone is picking him up. I've been seeing links with Liverpool and maybe, I think I've seen links with Arsenal. I'm not sure. But for sure, I've been seeing links to Liverpool. And the man has come back with devastating pace. This is what, listen, we have to get into a little discussion right about now, okay? We got to get into a little discussion right now. And Mr. Hadi with the long last name, as you says, this has no relevance to the Euros, so we won't be touching on it right now. But congrats on Iran, to Iran for making it to the last round of Asian qualifiers. But we're not talking about that right about now. So thank you very much for coming through. But we won't be talking about that. There's something called context. There's something called context, all right? We're not going to be at an Apple convention talking about Samsung. We're sticking to the script. We're talking about the Euros. And we have a good talking point right here. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this on the head right here. We're gonna hit this nail on the head right here. Daniel, Mr. Daniel Malen. You could enjoy this little video of Gini Wijnaldum talking to the press there with his little chinky eyes, you know what I mean, and his lovely smile, his baby face, not a grain of hair on that face, unlike your boy Dominic Rich with the full beard and the mustache and everything. I'm not like Gini Wijnaldum, okay? I'm full grown. I'm a full grown man, not a baby man like this dude right here, who is gonna play for PSG. So he is no longer a Liverpool player. So the Liverpool fans could stop taking credit already. Stop taking credit. Okay? Stop it. Stop taking credit for him. He ain't a Liverpool player no more. Alright? He's a PSG player. What a performance by Gini Wijnaldum, right? But what I want to talk about is the Malen situation. The Malen situation. We're gonna segue into some nice discussions here. Is Frank de Boer gonna go with Malen up top? Look, let's take a look at the lineup here for the Dutch. Malen and Depay. Is he gonna go with Malen and Depay up top? Or he likes to be called Memphis. Let's call him double M. Malen and Memphis up top. Or is he gonna go with the different formation with Wout Weghorst or with Luke de Jong? He has to make up his mind on whether he want to go in with the target man up top or whether he wants to go in with Malen with a devastating pace on a counter attack, and Malen with the skills, Malen with the flair, and Malen who, you know what I mean, he's a star in his own right. He's very, very attractive player to look at on the field, on the ball. Come on, guys, get your minds out the gutter. You know what I'm talking about. But Frank de Boer has a conundrum on his hands here, because in this final game, oh man, sorry guys, scam likely. Look, in this final game where he could have he could afford to experiment. The Netherlands already topped the group, brought in Gravenberch, brought in Malen, and I'm surprised he didn't make more changes. This is what really surprised me with this 11. Only 2? Listen, the Dutch means business. They mean business. They really mean business. But what do you guys think? Do you think Frank de Boer should stick with Malen, or he should stick or go back, let's say revert to Wout Weghorst? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Harold Wanyama, Malen is a first teamer. He is better than Weghorst. Frank de Boer should realize that as soon as possible. Thank you very much for that one. Black Z80. Holland had a weak group. They will lose and they will play with a top team. So you guys might be asking, who does the Dutch play in the next round? Who do they play in the next round? They have to wait. I think they have to wait for one of the third place teams from groups D, E, or F. D, E, or F. So I think they could end up getting a weak team. But then again, no teams are weak, really. They made it to the tournament. They could get a more favorable draw, I should say. But they're looking good. They're looking really, really, really good. They're looking good. But before Memphis did score that goal, Czechowski of North Macedonia did hit the post from a long-range shot. And I think North Macedonia started the game very well. And I think they were kind of unlucky to concede that goal, where I think they got a little over-enthusiastic. They committed bodies forward, and they got hit on the counter time and time again. And there was another brilliant counter-attack around the 30th minute. I think Daniel Malen played in Dumfries, Mr. Denzel Dumfries, and it was brilliantly saved by the goalkeeper Dimitrievski. And my conclusion from the first half, after it ended 1-0, it was mostly around Daniel Malen's brilliance and his how dangerous he was on the counter attack. And I was so intrigued by this player, and I was like, he has to play. This is what you got to go in with. And did you guys see that move when Frankie de Jong did that whole spin on the ball, and I think Malen did the spin as well? No, I think it was Gravenberch and I think was it Gravenberch and de Jong did that spin on the ball. That was awesome, man. That was some good stuff. But unfortunately, I did not get to watch the second half of this game because I only had one working device and I was at work, so I couldn't pull out my laptop in front of everybody and be like, hey man, I'm tethering from my phone and I'm watching 2 games at the same time. Then they'll actually know, hey man, this is what you be at. This is what you be doing while you're at work and we're paying you. You be watching football. This is what you be doing. Here's a pink slip. Take it home and show your wife and show her how irresponsible you are as a grown-ass man at work watching 2 games at the same time. So I had to keep it on a low. So I didn't get to watch the second half of this game. But I heard through the grapevine that Gini Wijnaldum bagged the brace in the 51st and the 58th minute. Awesome stuff by Gini Wijnaldum, man. You know, his goal scoring prowess for the Dutch national team is just it's so amazing. That the fact that he scores so much for the Netherlands, but when he plays in the system under Jurgen Klopp, he has such a negative role where he's always just a hard-working midfielder. His efforts go unnoticed most of the time, and nobody really rates Gini Wijnaldum like that. But when he plays for the Dutch national team, man, where he is now the captain, he is that marauding central attacking midfielder, and he scores them for fun. So big up to the boy Gini Wijnaldum. And I didn't get to see the goals, as I said, so I don't really know what happened. But the second one was assisted by Memphis, picking up his second assist of the game. So he has been a creative force for the Dutch, as we have been discussing time and time again. He is a heartbeat of this team, Memphis, who has now completed a move to FC Barcelona as well. Barcelona picking up those free agents, man. So big up to Barcelona. They don't really have money to spend on them, you know, big transfers, 100 mil for Griezmann and all them things, 100 mil for Ousmane Dembele and all of that, 100 mil for Philippe Coutinho. They spend so much on 100 million euro players who has actually went to the club and kind of flopped, that they're getting players on a free. 2 from City in Aguero and Eric Garcia, and now Memphis Depay from Olympique Lyonnais. So all the best, Depay, playing for Barcelona under Koeman. I don't know how long Koeman will be there. He might get sacked, who knows. Or Xavi Hernandez in the future. But pretty good stuff by Memphis, man. Very, very, very awesome guy to watch. And he also does rap. So go on YouTube and check out the raps by Memphis Depay. So big up to everybody in the chat right about now. Chicken Man, who says, by the way, failed my driving test. You weren't focused. You need to focus a lot better than that. All right? Focus, man. Shankai, watch the goal, the Denmark goal. Guys, we may get to see that. They may show it while we bring up the thing. They may show it. But we don't want to get copyright strike or anything. I saw all the goals. Don't worry about it. Big up to the Russian in the house. How are you doing, man? Sorry about your loss. Condolences. Come better next time. Paul Pronk. Wijnaldum started out as a cam, he became defensive at Liverpool. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. He used to be very, very attacking for Newcastle, and maybe back in his days at Feyenoord. I think it's Feyenoord he played for back in the days, right? But at Liverpool, very negative, man. So maybe we'll see him celebrating and bagging him in for fun over in the Farmers League with Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. So HSH is saying Malen is better duo with Memphis. Weghorst only adds value in the box, and maybe, yeah, with his hold-up play. Guys, if you haven't smashed the thumbs up button yet, make sure you do so. Let's get the stream up to 100 likes. We have 147 people in here right about now, and we should be smashing 100 thumbs up with ease. You guys got to get into the habit of liking the videos a lot more. I bet if it was, listen, let me tell you, listen, let me talk to y'all. I bet if I was a hot girl, right, like my sister, with big tits, you guys would have smashed the thumbs up button already. and I was wearing a freaking tank top or something like Sophie Rose, you guys would have been smashing a thumbs up already. You ain't gotta be like that. You ain't gotta be like that. That's all I gotta say. Listen, that's all I gotta say, man. You ain't gotta be like that. But let's go. Let us go. Let us go. You guys ain't gotta be like that at all. You ain't gotta be like that. Smash up the thumbs up button and let's move. The Dutch, 3 wins in 3. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. I don't have anything else written down here about this game, but it was a brilliant display by the Netherlands in this group. I actually thought they could have flopped. You know what I mean? I had doubts. I had doubts for this Dutch team. I gotta say I had doubts for this Dutch team. But they quelled all of that. And they pulled off three victories. 2 of them convincing, 1 of them not. The game there against that was against Ukraine. That was against Ukraine, right, guys? Where they kind of almost shot the bed in that game, where they went 2-0 up. They looked good, and then they allowed Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk to score. You see? So that was the only hiccup in the group. But positives from the group is actually Denzel Dumfries. Denzel Dumfries, brilliant. Brilliant. Lengon Sweet, I see a comment, bro, but we don't want to change the narrative of the stream right about now. We will talk about that later on in the stream when we touch on England versus the Czech Republic. All right, we will talk about that later on. I gotta focus here. I got 146 people watching me. I can't be all over the place. I can't lose my focus. Plus, you guys ain't liking the video, so you know what I'm saying? Come on, you guys could do better than that. You could do way better than that. But let's get back to the whole standout players here. Memphis, Wijnaldum, Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong has been big at this tournament so far. Dumfries, Stefan de Vrij, Daley Blind, Patrick Van Aanholt. All these guys have played all 3 games. And if we go down to the bench, we will talk about the North Macedonia team a little just now. But you go back down to the bench, you could see where Steven Berghaus, he got an opportunity to run out, and I like that. You have Jurien Timber, a young midfielder coming through. We saw him early on in the tournament. So just to touch on the Dutch subs, Wout Weghorst did get a run out. Quincy Promes, the man who has been going through some legal troubles lately, he even got a run out. He's one of my favorite players, though. I discovered Quincy Promes playing FIFA a couple years ago, and god damn, he was lovely to play, lovely to use. I don't want to say lovely to play with. Come on, man, come on. Gotta watch the words. Gotta choose the right words. So we had Cody Gakpo, a forward coming on for Frankie de Jong, a player I'm not so familiar with. But the fact that the Dutch were already group winners, it gave Frank de Boer a little bit of leeway to give these French players a run out so they can say, hey man, I played at Euro 2020, where maybe they could even add where we won. You get it? So just to touch on this North Macedonia team, man, I think it was a valiant effort by North Macedonia, and they tried. They tried. They have to hold their head up high. They look good in patches at the tournament. They troubled going forward, and the defense wasn't too bad. They have a lot of stars in their team, a lot of star power, and they have to keep working on this project. Goran Pandev, sorry that, he's going to retire, but he can now walk into the sunset as a proud footballer. He'll probably retire after next season what is he at Genoa right now? So big up to the boy Goran Pandev, and Dimitrievski, the goalkeeper, pulled off a few good saves at this tournament as well. So valiant effort by North Macedonia, but all in all, not good enough to trump the Dutch. So in terms of stats for this game, North Macedonia 13 shots at goal, 1 on target, 41% of the ball, 408 passes with an 83% pass accuracy. They committed 8 fouls, picked up 4 yellows in the game. They were very physical. They were in the game, even though it was a dead rubber. They showed fight, and they played with a lot of vigor. 17 shots at goal for the Dutch, 7 on target. Very clinical stuff. 59% of the ball, 602 passes with an 85% pass accuracy. Listen. We have some really good contenders in the tournament right now. And I think the Dutch would fancy themselves as a contender to actually go on to lift it against the odds. Because they have not looked too bad at the tournament. You got to give it to the Dutch. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Talk to me. Paul Pronk. The Dutch press is not very positive about the team. But the team cannot allow the press to actually control the whole tempo of the team and the way they approach things. They cannot do that. And it's the same way the English press is so negative towards the English team. Maybe that's why it has not been coming home. You see what I'm saying? Since 1966. The press has to ease up. And the press has this thing. The press has this thing where if it's not a negative headline, they don't really want to touch on it too much because negativity sells. So the more negative you are, the more readers you get. And that's a thing, guys. That is a thing. Listen, that is a thing. It's called fascination with the abomination. And also I'd like to say big up to Catherine Choelson, who says, I love the guy's accent. Jamaican? No, I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. San Vicente. Look, the flag right over there. See the flag down there with the 3 diamonds? St. Vincent and the Grenadines, baby. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Catherine. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. So we have 80 Boots saying Pandev older than the country itself. God damn. Oh, man. You ain't got to do Pandev like that. Brawl Barry saying, Brawl Barry, I couldn't come to the stream for a long time because I was in a hospital, broke my leg. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. So, but wait. Did you make the cast? I hope you made the cast. When is the movie coming out? When is it coming out? So Catherine is saying, sorry, yeah, I see it. Every time you got an accent, everybody thinks you're Jamaican. Me not from Jamaica, man. Me not come from Jamaica. I mean, I come from this. Oh, me come from St. Vincent. Oh, man. Listen, man. Sufus Madsen is saying, never write off the Dutch. And you're right. Raz, I think they are a solid team all over. I feel Holland may have trouble putting the ball in the back of the net moving forwards in the knockouts with just Depay, Malin, Vegas, Wijnaldum, and as constant threats. Very, very, very good point you make there. Very, very good point. So if you guys drop any other fire comments that I didn't read them, I apologize, man. I apologize. So big up to the boy Prime Prodigy in the house who keeps rubbing in the fact that Chelsea won the Champions League over Man City. And I also have to give shout outs to the boy Jave O'Hara as well. So let us keep it moving. Big up to the boy Fatso in the house. How are you doing, man? Paloma is saying Dom is Vinci Heat. Bada bing. Hey, man, are you from AS? What's AS? What is AS? Your accent is awesome. Thank you guys for noticing that I have an accent. I actually do have an accent. Raz, honestly, Dominic, I thought you were Jamaican. No, I'm not Jamaican, man. I'm not Jamaican. Not Jamaican. Oh, man. I ain't Jamaican, guys. I'm not Jamaican. I'm from St. Vincent. But look, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to hit you with some up to stats for this game. And then we're going to move into the other 2 games that we have to actually talk about. We got a lot of things to talk about today, guys. Don't go nowhere. We're going to be here for a while, okay? We will be here for a while. Don't worry, I'll spend time with the wife a little bit later. She has a cold. I don't want a cold. So I'd rather be here spending time with you right now than, you know, getting contaminated by my wife with her cold. Sorry, wife, but I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. Just keeping it 100. Just keeping it $1.99. All right, so let me get the up to stats for you right here, and then we're gonna, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. And guys, keep dropping the heat in the comments and keep smashing the thumbs up button as you come into the live stream. We are 22 likes. No, 32. My math is a bit off. 32 likes short of 100. So if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. Let's talk about them Dutch boys, okay? 10. The Netherlands have found the net at least twice in each of their last 10 games. The longest such run ever for the Dutch national team. Previous record was 9, set in 1934-35. Oranges. Awesome, man. Awesome. You got to give it to them. They're banging in the goals in the back of the net for fun. And big up to Magnus Reese, who says shout outs to Kingstown, the city where I was born. Okay? Kingstown, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines. Don't forget the Grenadines. A lovely chain of islands, makes for a great vacation spot. So make sure you check out St. Vincent and the Grenadines when you're trying to go on a vacation. All right? I'm just advertising a bit here. Lovely, lovely country. You know what I'm saying? Blessed nation of Hairun, San Vicente. So we're going to move on to the next one. 2. Memphis Depay has become just the second Dutch player to score both. Wait. Memphis Depay has become just the second Dutch player to both score and assist a goal in a game at both the European Championships and World Cup after Wesley Sneijder. Spearhead. Listen, when you talk about Wesley Sneijder, mention Memphis Depay's name. Big up to Thriller, who says shout outs to the Tobago Keys. That's part of the Grenadines. Thank you very much, man. Thriller, you're on point. Aviator, those Dutch kits are clean. Very nice. Yeah, I definitely like those kits, man. I like those kits. And if you want to go back to see what the boy is talking about, you could go right here. Genie Wijnaldum with the nice pearly white smile after banging in the brace. This team looks happy. This team looks like they're having fun. This team looks like they ought to do something great at the tournament. And I won't write them off. Seriously. I won't. I really won't. 25. Jorginho Wijnaldum scored his 24th and 25th goal for the Netherlands in 78 caps, surpassing Marco van Basten and Dirk Kuyt, both 24, and equaling Rafael van der Vaart record elite. And these are some big strikers, man. Listen. And we know Dirk Kuyt is very, very, very versatile. He could play anywhere on the field. Total footballer, you call him, from the Dutch, the Netherlands. You know, total football, guys. Come on, stay with me. Come on, man. Don't. I don't want to lose you. Let's talk here. Let's talk about Dutch, baby. Let's talk a bit of Dutch, baby. I don't know any Dutch, baby. I honestly don't know any Dutch for real, right? 3. Netherlands have won all 3 of their group stage games at the European Championship for a 3rd time. They did it in 2000, 2008, and now in 2020. More than any other side in the competition. Perfect 9. Perfect 9 points. And it goes back to those nice orange and black kits, man. That is a classy kit. This kit is class. Orange on top of black. Ooh. Oh. Orange on... listen. It's like eating an orange at midnight. God damn. Refreshing. And we're going to go back to the up the stats here, guys, where we have another one where we should have more. We should have more on the Dutch. Where are the up the stats on the Dutch, man? All right, I think that's it. I know you guys were enjoying those up to stats, but that's it for the up to stats, guys. Let us talk a bit about the comments. What do you guys have in the comments here? All right, we have some Dutch here from Ash Foda. He says, ret goda na tet Taylor. Did I say that correct? You know what he just says? Dominic Rich is doing such a great job right now on this live stream. And everybody in here should smash up the blood clot thumbs up button. That is what he just said. And he also says pass the Dutchie on the left hand side as well. Anyways, Anyways, thank you very much. And Catherine Troelsen is also Dutch. Big up to Catherine. Thank you very much. Thank you. Aviator F22, LOL Dominic, close enough. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thriller Multilingual Rich FC. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, man. Listen, I'm blessed. Oh, that's Danish? Oh my God. Oh man, that's Danish. Anyways, pass me a Danish on the left hand side. I'll eat that Danish. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Danish. I'm kind of hungry right now. Anyways, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. So we have some Danes in here. We have some guys from, you know, the Netherlands in here as well. And I'm getting mixed up with the languages. But guys, what are you guys saying, man? Look, let me know your final thoughts on the Dutch before we move on. And we're gonna go into the next group. But as I said, the Netherlands will face a third place team from D, E, or F. And for the other team going through in this group, Austria, they will face Italy. So, a daunting task for the Austrians, and the Dutch awaits their adversary in the next round. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely stuff. All right, so let's get into the next group. Let's get into the next group. And that group will be Group B. It was good. We had some good stuff from Group B today. Group B would bring tears to your eyes. That was an awesome it was an awesome day of football in Group D. Awesome. I made a video on the channel, guys. So whenever you have some time, you go check it out. It's talking about the match between Denmark and Russia. And I labeled it for Eriksen. And the fact that Denmark scored 4 goals, man, just hitting you with some creativity there. For Eriksen. For Christian Eriksen. Listen, I want everybody in the chat right now, as many people as possible. Hashtag for Eriksen. I want to see how many hashtag for Eriksen we can get in the chat. Hashtag for Eriksen. Come on, guys. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Hashtag for Eriksen. Because, oh man, we almost lost the man. And bam, hashtag for Eriksen. Because the Danes went out there and did it for Christian Eriksen. And that is one of the most inspirational performances I've ever seen. It goes down as one of the best. It goes down as one of the best, man. And I have Kathy saying for Eriksen, Depay, Brawlberry, Paul Pronk, Aviator, Sufus Madsen, Palomo. We have John S. 1577. Arian, Ricky Swift, Magnus Reese. Big up to the boy Agent Sensational. Thriller from Manila, Zachary Leahy, Hale BNG, Nima Rafi Zadeh, Aviator F22, Lalit Limbu. Hit me with it, guys. Lame Albert Raz. Come on, guys. I know there's more people in here. Hit me, hit me, hit me. And I'm going to shout out every single one of you guys because it is that important. Mariano W. Fatso. Hit me with it, guys. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. I know there's more people in here who could hit us with the for Eriksen. Because, listen, as I said, it was for Eriksen, guys. What a performance. What a performance. But the game that we are going to talk about first. You know what? Let's talk about that game. Let's talk about that game. The other game, blah, 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 blah. Finland, Belgium, you know what? We expected them to beat Belgium. While I have the energy, and while I'm still here, alive and well, let me take the time to talk about Russia 1, Denmark 4. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't even get time to write down what changes were made for both teams. because the magnitude of this match was so great, and I had to get all two streams together like really fast. I had to talk to my sister and give her some attention. You know, I had to talk to her a little bit about the boys. You know, I had to talk to my little sister about you guys. She's 23 years old now, and I had to give her little tips and little tidbits on guys and men like myself. You know what I'm saying? Give her the little talk about the birds and the bees a little. You know, more than the birds and the bees. More like talk about the freaking dogs. You see what I'm saying? And the hounds. You know? And the Danes. Nice segue. But look. Damsgaard. What a goal. But before that, Golovin, he had a shot straight at Schmeichel. Hyber had a shot put just wide. Golovin had another chance. He blasted it over. So listen. Russia had their chances, but they snatched at their chances. I think the occasion got the better of Russia. This was set up so nicely for the Danes. It was set up so nicely for the Danes, guys. Losing your first two matches of the group at home in front of your fans, it must have been really, must have felt really bad. After what happened to Christian Eriksen, it was so sad. But he pulled through. And we were all showered with gladness. We were filled with joy that the man who's only 29 years old, the talisman for the team, got to live again. He got to walk away from such a traumatic incident to fight for another day. But even though he wasn't there in body, he was there in spirit. And the Danish team embodied the spirit of Christian Eriksen and went out there even after losing their first two matches against Finland, against all odds, and against Belgium, where the odds were against the Danes. And then to come into this game against Russia, where your back is against the wall, you must win. A draw would not have done it. And to win, not only win 1-0 or 2-1 or 2-0, but to beat the Russians 4-1. Mikhail Damsgaard. This kid is, this kid. I was talking about this kid. You guys who've been in here previously, you heard me talk about this kid from the game against Belgium. And I'm telling you, what a goal. How audacious could you be? How audacious could you be to try it from 20 yards out to beat the Russian goalkeeper? Listen, that's a stunner. Listen, that is what you call a stunner. That is, you could even call that one Birdman. It flew into the back of the net. It was a stunner. You get it? That goal was cash money. That was cash money. That was cash money. Golazo, baby. Big up to the boy Zachary Leahy. Golazo. Damsgaard. One for the future. What a goal. What a goal. 1-0 to the Danes. 1-0. They're seeing that round of 16 already. But then the most unthinkable thing happened. Like the Russians, I don't know what happened. I don't know why they switch off. Maybe they're thinking about the fact that they have already been banned from World Cup 2022. And they cannot play as Russia. They cannot bear the flag and they cannot sing the national anthem of Russia. But they can play, but maybe under a different name. But not Russia. Some other alias. But not Russia. Maybe they had all of that on their minds. But what kind of pass was that? What kind of pass was that in the second half? Zobnin, I think, with the pass. What was that? What was Zobnin thinking? What was Zobnin thinking? Raz is dropping some good stuff right now. Russians' mindset, play for a draw. Denmark, nothing to lose and play for the win. It was always in the Danes' favor. And the fact that the Danes were at home, it just set up things so nicely. Like, how did it work out so nicely that they would play their final game at home? I know the schedule was predetermined, but still. But it would be at home where they would need a win, must win. It could have been in Russia, and the Russians had to travel to Denmark. Oh my God. Oh man, you couldn't have write a better story. You couldn't. Yusuf Poulsen, gift. Listen. It was Christmas 6 months ago. 6 months ago, but Zobnin with the Christmas gift. Zobnin with the Christmas gift. What was that? What was that? You see what I'm saying? I'm big up to Axel Lundqvist in the house. Seems like Axel is a creator or something, because I've seen somebody said they found his stream today or something. Sufus Madsen at Axel just found a stream today, but I've subscribed. Is that what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about me. Oh, it's talking about me. Oh, okay. But if all the new people in here, man, make sure you subscribe, you stick around. We'll be hitting you with World Cup 2022 qualifiers and all the good stuff in the future. And for, the World Cup, of course, I'll be there, big, large, and in charge. Your boy Dominic Rich FC. But look. Ricky Swift just dropped some fire here. Hey, no, not this. Nikolai Nielsen. I clicked the wrong one. But hey, from Denmark, I'm still high on the game. Big up to you, Nikolai Nielsen. But go back to Ricky Swift here. You can see the pride in the Finnish players when they are singing their national team more than most countries, I think. I actually thought you were talking about something from Denmark there, but Ricky. We're not talking about that game yet, Ricky. We're not. Okay? So Axel is saying, I only follow international match video. Look forward to the World Cup qualifiers video if you're into that. Okay. So Axel, do you make videos or something, Axel? Do you? Raz, that back pass was so poor, Kolasinac type business. Ooh, hoo. Bada bing. Finland are now amongst third place teams. They won't make it. You never know. You never ever know, man. You never know. Oh, you was replying to a comment. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you get for reading into the comments too much, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys, that second goal, man. Yusuf Poulsen. You got to give credit to Poulsen as well, because I had a feeling Poulsen knew the Russians were going to try to do a back pass. And he was right there. He could not have gotten an easier goal than the goal he got today, to add to the one he scored against Belgium. Yusuf Poulsen having a great tournament so far. Listen, when you talk about loyalty, you talk about Yusuf Poulsen. The man has been with RB Leipzig forever, since they were in the third division, and they have been in the top flight for at least, I think, about five years or so. So Yusuf Poulsen embodies that whole loyalty. So big up to him. Good goal, man. Good goal. Denmark 2-0. And at that time and point, they had to keep scoring because goal difference would have come into play, and Finland would have actually been the better second place team, where Denmark would have been third. But when Russia scored, you could see the heads drop a little bit, and that was a very soft penalty. But Yannick Vestergaard has to be a little bit more careful. You could see some moments like that from him in the Premier League, so you got to be a little bit more careful. Artem Zuba stepped up, scored his 30th international goal for Russia. But 9 minutes later, it was the most amazing scenes you could see in a football match. Andreas Christensen, high off the Champions League win with Chelsea, with that header saved by the Russian goalkeeper. And then there was a double save by the Russian goalkeeper. The ball rebounded out, fell nicely to Christensen. And he knew how important it was for Denmark to get goals. Christensen began to basically play as a number 9. And what a freaking shot. Guys, that's one of the goals of the tournament so far. I know we had the Patrick Schick goal from distance. That was great. But this goal from Christian Eriksen, the goal from Mikkel Damsgaard, these goals have a little bit more context to it. These goals come with added flavor. You see what I mean? You know, you could get plain chicken wings, or you could get the chicken wings with a little, you know what I'm saying, barbecue sauce or a little Asian zing. You feel me? Or whatever you like to dip your chicken in. We're not going to get into that right about now, but you get the point. That was a crazy, crazy, crazy moment, and it was topped off by a super goal by Andreas Christensen, 3-1. And the Danes weren't satisfied. Joachim Mæhle on a really good counter-attacking move. And for him to put that shot through the bodies, woo! Woo! The Danes went crazy. They knew at that moment they had won it. And the fans knew that the team had clinched the place into the round of 16 as second place. The players didn't know. They weren't sure. They may have picked up from what the fans' reaction was, but they weren't sure. Because at the end, you could see the huddle, and you could see them checking the score from the other game, or they were checking the standings, and they were second. Brilliant stuff. Denmark won the game 4-1, through to the next round. I didn't predict this would happen, and it was simply amazing scenes in the stadium. Lovely. Lovely, man. Euro 2020 has came to life. It has just came to life. When we thought the tournament couldn't actually get better, it's getting better. It is getting better. And we have round of 16 games, 8 matches coming up this weekend. Ooh! Ah! Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, man, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I'll be back every single day. Rain, sunshine, snow, sleet, hurricane, tornado, blizzard, whatever we have to do the live stream and talk to you guys about those games. Big up to Denmark. That was an inspirational performance, and they deserve the place in the round of 16. God damn it. What a game that was. What a game. And as Fatso says, loving the Euros right about now. Loving the Euros right about now. Big up to Aaron guy who says down to Dan. Axel, my big passion is football in Oceania, something I can't explain. But Axel, do you have a channel though? That's what I've been asking you. I'm not seeing the comment. Have you answered me? Have you answered me? Have you answered me? Lalit Limbu, not every game are as tasty as tonight's. Yeah, but all the games all lead up to the, you know, what happened. Whenever, don't discount the low profile games, because without those games, we won't have what we saw today. We definitely won't. Sufus Madsen, the atmosphere with the fans back in the stadium is really important as well. So much better to watch football. Spot on, man, spot on. Definitely spot on. You know what I'm saying? Spot on, man. Hail B&G in the house. Great Euros. What else we got here? Bada bing, hot sauce. Thriller, lemon pepper for me. Lemon pepper. Big up to the boy Obina, man. How you feeling? Obima? LOL, speaking of chicken wings, I know. You know what I'm saying? And guys, Obina and I did meet each other. Obina is a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? So big up to the boy Obina. Nice to see you around these chicken pots. Nice. So, what else we have here? What else are you guys saying? Christensen rocket, man. He sent the ball to the moon and back. That was an awesome goal. That was a really, really awesome goal. And that was all I had. That was all I had for that game. And I thoroughly enjoyed that match, man. I was like, God damn it. If my sister wasn't there, I would have dropped a few little mini reaction videos, but I can't embarrass myself in front of my sister like that, man. You know what I mean? She's not around me that often to see me in my element. So, what else we got here? Chicken man. Did anyone say chicken wings? Yeah, I did. Me. I said chicken wings. I did. I said chicken wings. So, who doesn't love the Euro Cup? It's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. So, guys, with that win for Denmark, just to touch on the stats for this game. Russia, a bit poor on the day. 6 shots, 2 on target. They only had 35% of the ball. 277 passes with a 66% pass accuracy. The Russians were poor. They were very, very bad on the day. Denmark, this is one of their best performances for a very, very long time. This is a very good performance. 16 shots at goal, 10 on target, 4 in the back of the net, 65% of the ball, 499 passes, 81% pass accuracy. What a performance. 7 corners comparing to 1 by the Russian team. They were all over Russia. All over them like hot sauce on wings. What a freaking result, man. It would have been a sad day. Let's take a look at the flip side. It would have been a sad day if Denmark had got knocked out. I predicted them to get knocked out. Sorry, guys, I have to admit it. I don't like to lie. I really don't like to lie. Especially not to you guys. I did predict them to get knocked out. But, oh, what a result. What a result. Black Z 80. I think Denmark will beat Wales in the round of 16. I think so too. I think so too. I really think so. I do. Definitely do. So I still haven't seen the comment from Axel, you know. Axel, if you gotta hit me up, because I do want to talk about some Oceania football as well. Maybe you football fair and I could talk a bit about that. He loves to talk about that as well. So hit me up on Twitter, man. Axel, if you want to do that. Dominic Rich FC, at Dominic Rich FC. Yeah. So big victory there for the Danes. Let's hit you with some up to stats. You gotta hit you with them up to stats. So call up my boy Up to Joe, and we are gonna go into them up to stats right now because we got some good ones. We're gonna go down and we're gonna get to the Denmark section. You gotta get it right. You gotta get it right. You gotta get all of them. All right. Let's go up a bit more. Right here. Let's go. All right. 2. Denmark have suffered defeat in each of their 2 group stage games at Euros, right? Losing 1-0 to Finland and 2-1 to Belgium. They have twice previously lost all 3 of their group games at a European Championship tournament, doing so at Euro 1988 and 2000. Brink. Ooh, they were on the brink of repeating that feat. So at 20 years, only 20 years, Mikkel Damsgaard has become Denmark's youngest ever goal scorer at a major international tournament, World Cup and Euros. What a cracker. What a cracker of a shot. What else we got here? We got more. 30. Following his goal against Denmark, Artem Zuba equals the record of goals for the Russian national team set by Alexander Kurzakov, 30, the captain. Kurzakov. God damn, don't know the guy's name. Kurzakov. So awesome stuff by Zuba. He has been doing well. So what else we have here in terms of up the stats? 4. Denmark has scored 4 goals in a match at a major tournament for the first time since 1998 World Cup in a 4-1 victory versus Nigeria. Awesome stuff by Denmark. Big up to the boy Brian and Michael Laudrup. Fantastic. Let's go. 2. Denmark are the first team in European Championship history to reach the knockout stages of a competition, having lost their first 2 group stage games. Recovery. This is big. This is huge. This is Denmark. That was awesome. That was an awesome performance, man. So just to touch on the group again, Belgium tops the group, 9 points. Denmark second, 3 points. Finland third, 3 points. And Russia 4th, 3 points. Oh my God, this group was close. And it was closer than lovers. Very close. Very close. So that'll do it for that game. Do you guys have any thoughts? Any more thoughts? Let me know. So let me see. Sufus Madsen. That's actually a mad stat. So lovely. The match that broke Nigeria, round of 16, 1998. Big up to the boy Adnan in the house. How are you feeling? Depay, Russia underachieved. I expected better, but definitely missed Akinfeev, the veteran goalkeeper. So, yeah. Big up to the boy Wolfat Fabricius Rex in the house, who's from Denmark. What else we got here? What else we got? All right. Axel, I would love to feature in a stream with you on Football Pharaoh. I can chip in with my Oceania knowledge. Hit me up on Twitter, as I said, and we can get that worked out. But, guys, what we're going to do right now, we're going to go into the final game we have to review, and that's the match between Belgium and Finland. I almost forgot about that one, Almost forgot about it. But it was 0-0 at halftime, and Belgium did not score until the 74th minute. Lukaku did score a goal earlier than that, but it was chalked off by VAR, where his big toenail, was offside, drawing the lines and everything. But Hradecky scored an own goal in the 74th minute after the ball came off the post, and it hit Hradecky and it went into the back of the net. He didn't even need to react, but he overreacted and the ball hit his arm and hit his hand and went into the net. And we had Lukaku scoring in the 81st minute, where we will have some up to stats on the boy Romelu Lukaku. He's been very prolific for the Belgian national team. For Belgium, coming into this game, they made 8 changes to the starting 11 and still were able to beat Finland 2-0. It just shows how deep this squad is. For Finland, they came in with the same 11 that beat Denmark, trying to channel that victorious spirit of that match they won team. But it didn't happen. Didn't work out. So, around the first half hour, very dominant by Belgium, but they had no real chances created, and Finland were holding their own in the game. There were 4 shots at goal by Belgium, 1 on target. They had 60% of the ball. Finland, no shots, and they were made to defend for most of the first half hour. There was a 38-minute Lukaku header from a De Bruyne ball. Header went straight to the goalkeeper, Hradecky, and Lukaku with another shot in the 40th minute, blocked. So the Finland team were putting up a really, really, really good fight. Jeremy Doku, a young, talented player, he had his shot saved, and that was Belgium's 7th attempt of the first half, and Count Doku wasn't able to breach the finished goal. Hradecky was very, very solid. Finland did get a few look-ins, but one of their best chances came from a shot in the 62nd minute by Camara. Easy save by Thibaut Courtois. And then Eden Hazard in the 63rd minute had a good shot saved by Hradecky. So Hradecky was keeping the Finns in the game, but it was only a matter of time. The Belgians were teasing. And in the 65th minute, a brilliant ball to Lukaku. Good goal by Romelu Lukaku, but the flag raised for offside. Well, VAR deemed that it was offside, and it was still 0-0. And the goal came in the 75th minute, 75th minute, when Kevin De Bruyne's cross was headed in by Thomas Vermaelen, one of the changes made to the 11. It hit the post, hit the goalkeeper's hand, went into the back of the net, 1-0 to Belgium. So Finland had a chance, which they blasted over, and they weren't able to get Timo Pukki involved in the game enough, or at least in the right positions of the field. In the box, like he usually loves to be and loves to score goals. 81st minute, Romelu Lukaku finally got his goal. I think that was also set up by Kevin De Bruyne. And Kevin De Bruyne deserves a lot more credit, man. Look at how listen, when he's on the field for Belgium, he's a game changer. Coming up with these assists, coming up with the goals against Denmark, and you just gotta give De Bruyne the praises that he deserves, man. And guys, I know recently we were talking about the whole Ballon d'Or situation, I won't be surprised if Kevin De Bruyne gets nominated for the Ballon d'Or. To be honest, I know he didn't win the Champions League and Kante did. And who knows if he'll go on to win the Euros, I don't know. But what Kevin De Bruyne has been doing, man, man, it won't go unnoticed for a long time in terms of the Ballon d'Or. Robert Lewandowski is also up there, and it's hard to ignore what he has done. So it's going to be very hard for Kevin De Bruyne to win the Ballon d'Or. But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So brilliant performance by the Belgians. And if we want to talk about how deep this squad is, and I like that they made 8 changes and still won the game. And they were able to get guys like Eden Hazard, Witsel, De Bruyne, Leandro Trossard, Nasser Chadli, who had a really good game. Thomas Vermaelen, Boyata back in the 11, and Jeremy Doku on the field. And then if you go and you look at the substitutions that were made, Thomas Munier, who we've seen already in the tournament, but you see Michi Batshuayi getting a run out, right? 76 minutes, so he had a good 15 minutes. Then you saw Christian Benteke, he had a good little 7 minutes. So these guys could say they did get a little sweat at Euro 2020. Hans Vanaken, I did mention this last night. He got a run out as well, guys. And that was it in terms of the substitutes. And it was another very, very solid performance by this Belgian team. And you got to give it to them, man. They're one of the favorites to win the tournament, of course. We know with their golden generation. And they go with a perfect score in the group stages, which is an indication that they could go very, very far in this tournament. For Finland, 7 shots at goal, 1 on target. They only had 39% of the ball, 449 passes with an 83% pass accuracy. So I think Finland were a very classy unit at this event, and they await to see if they actually go through as one of the best third-place teams. It would be crazy if they get through. If they don't, it would mean that none of the debutants go through from the group. So, valiant effort by Finland, actually picking up their first win at a major tournament when they beat Denmark. For Belgium, a dominant performance, score 17 shots at goal, 17 shots at goal, 7 on target, scoring 2. 61% of the ball. We expected them to have most of it anyways. 684 passes with an 89% pass accuracy. So it was a dominant performance where they had 5 corners and Finland didn't even have a single one. So anything to add in the chat from you guys, let me know. You know I'm reading comments all the time and you guys dropped some fire comments, man. So what else we have here? Chicken Man. Seeing Finland in the Euros makes me want to do Helsinki FIFA career mode. Awesome stuff. So Axel Lundqvist, betting odds are weird. Italy weren't even one of the favorites at the start. I had them as favorites from the beginning. So when he came against Denmark, okay. Ballon d'Or contender for sure. I knew he would lose. Ballon d'Or contender for sure. So what else we have here? Alexander Wagner. I can't believe that betting odds had Kane being more likely to get the golden shoe than Lukaku. Oh, he is mad good. Somewhat similar type of player like the Brazilian Ronaldo. Whoa. I won't go that far, bro. Listen, I won't go that far. Listen, I am not going to go that far. That's all I'm going to say, man. You're going a bit too far there. And maybe when you think about it, and just going back to Lennon Sweet's comment earlier where he did talk about Kane's, City's bid for Harry Kane. City's bid for Harry Kane, right, guys? Maybe City should be bidding for Romelu Lukaku with this combination that Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne has going for them. Maybe that would actually be the better link-up. You see what I'm saying? But City has put in an official bid according to Fabrizio Romano for Kevin De Bruyne, 100 million, what was that, euros? And they're willing to add players. And the players' names that they mentioned are Raheem Sterling. Remember, I did mention that, right? But just to go back to the R9 thing, don't be mentioning R9 and Lukaku in the same sentence. Please, don't do it again. It's blasphemous. Okay? It is. We're not going to do that. You're disrespecting R9 there. One of the GOATs. Lukaku is good, don't get me wrong. But R9, man, oh man. This was a special freaking player. When I was younger, everybody wanted to be Ronaldo. Everybody. Not Cristiano, but Ronaldo. Ronaldo Nazario. R9. R9 with the iconic haircut right there. Come on, guys. Come on. Listen. Come on. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself again. All right. We're going to go back to Euro 2020 stuff. We're going to go back over here. But what we're going to do, we're going to just go into some up the stats, finish off the reviews, and get into the predictions for the 2 games tomorrow. Gotta save the voice, guys. Gotta save the voice. You know what I'm saying? So let me hit you with the up the stats. Let's get down to the game for Belgium, and we'll touch on some up the stats right now. So also, guys, if you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, make sure you smash it. We need 4 more thumbs up to hit 100. We're doing a lot better than we did yesterday, which is a great thing. So thank you very much to all the beautiful folks in the chat. So Belgium 7 have failed to beat Finland in their last 7 meetings. Remember, we spoke about this last night. The last victory over the Finns dates back to October of 1968 in a World Cup qualifier, 6-1. Wary, but I did fancy the Belgians to prevail nevertheless. Screw the record, screw the head-to-head. Belgium for the win. And they did go on to win the game. So let me just get some of the up the stats during and after the game, where we do have a few. All right, so 6. There have already been 6 own goals scored at Euro 2020, double that of any previous edition of the European Championships. Clangers, oh my God, there has been so many own goals, man. So where we even had 2 in 1 game, right? So Portugal with 2 in 1 game. We had 1 from Turkey, Mary Demiral. Could I remember all the own goals right now? I think I could remember all the own goals, guys. Let me tell you how engrossed I've been in the Euros. Let me tell you all the own goals, right? Mary Demiral. They said 6. 6 own goals, right? Mary Demiral, Ruben Diaz, Rafa Guerrero, Chesney. You had Hudetsky. And what else we had? We had 1 more. I'm missing 1. I'm missing 1. Yeah, I'm missing 1. I can't remember the other one. God damn it. Whatever. If anybody know the other one, let me know. Well, damn. I'm missing 1 of them. And I'm pretty sure it's right there, but I just can't think about it. Jesus. But anyways, I think I got him right. I think I got him right, guys. But that's a sick stat. Very sick. So let me see what else we got here. That'll be it in terms of the up the stats. But I'm pretty sure there's other stats on Romelu Lukaku that I'm gonna get for you. I think there has to be some other stats here. There has to be. But Lukaku, he's heading up the charts in terms of the goal scorers in world football. There was also a streaker. On the pitch. So let me get you that picture of the streaker right about now. That girl looks very cute. Let me get the picture of the streaker. I did see that incident as well, but let me get that picture so I could share it with y'all and get it up here really quick. All right. Streaker, baby. How's everybody feeling today, man? How are you enjoying the analysis? Am I doing a great job? Or you say this guy Dominic needs to go and hang out with his wife? So that's the streaker. What? WTF? Is this some kind of cryptocurrency advertisement? It seems. WTF coin something. So there you go. That happened in the Belgium versus Finland game. Mishibashiwa is saying, listen, man, get off the field. I'm just getting a freaking 15 minutes to play and you're going to come and interrupt me. So, guys, what we're going to do right now, we're going to move into the other groups. We're going to move into the groups that we're going to talk about tomorrow. What is that? Group D? We're going to talk about Group D, guys. We're going to talk about Group D. Let's talk about Group D. So this is the part of the segment where we predict tomorrow's games. And I'm going to change the background there where we have Group D in the background. And let's talk about Group D a bit. As usual, I have to write down my predictions. I have to write down my predictions. I can't just go from the top. I won't remember. But we would have Croatia playing Scotland. And that game will be in Glasgow, right? That game is definitely in Glasgow. So Croatia versus Scotland, where Croatia will be the host team. And Scotland will play as the away team. Remember, Billy Gilmore is out. He's out with COVID-19. And then we have the Czech Republic versus England. And that will be at Wembley. So England with 4 points. They should get through. They should get through the group. Even as first, second, or third. It should get through. So let's get into this. Let's talk about Scotland, Croatia. Scotland, Croatia, where these teams have definitely met recently. So we're going to touch on some head-to-head where they have Scotland winning 2. 3 games have ended in draws and no wins for Croatia. So Croatia has never beaten Scotland. And they're coming into the match not in very good form with 2 draws and 2 losses. Scotland better form with 2 wins and 2 draws and only a loss. That loss they picked up against the Czech Republic. They got shicked. You know what I'm saying? They thought they would have gotten away, but they got shicked. You understand? So we could forgive them. They did play well against England. So let me pull up the other head-to-head. I got to get the other head-to-head for you guys. The overall head-to-head. This says 5 matches. And there have been updates. On this UEFA website in terms of the head-to-head. So let me see. Let me just check and see if they have really updated it and there's not more games between these 2 teams. You know, so let me get that for you. All right. And I think after this, I'm done with this. I might talk about the Harry Kane thing in a separate video. I may just do that. So, all right. So, let me get this. I'm still looking for this game, guys. All right, I got it. Croatia versus Scotland. All right, head-to-head. 5 games. So UEFA has definitely updated their stuff. And the last time these 2 teams have met was in 2013 for World Cup qualifiers, where Scotland beat Croatia in both games. Scotland still didn't qualify for the World Cup, though. So, yeah, let's let that digest. They also met each other in an international friendly back in 2008. That ended in a draw. And for World Cup 2002, Scotland and Croatia played to 2 draws. So these teams have history, man. A lot of history here. This one is a tricky one to predict, guys, because I honestly don't know what to predict. I like Croatia, and I like what Scotland has done at the tournament so far. They didn't look too bad against the Czech Republic. It's just that, as I said, they got shicked, right? They got shicked. And in terms of Croatia, I think they have not played well. They have been very, very poor. It has been a horrible and horrendous performance at the tournament so far for Croatia. I'm not going to take it easy on them. They have not been good. They have not been good. 1 point apiece for these teams. We could see a situation where this game ends in a draw and Scotland stay unbeaten against the Croats, and both teams miss out on the next round. That could happen. And I think Ukraine would love that. I think Finland would love that, because that would eliminate one of the 3rd place teams, right? And then they have to wait on what happens in the other groups and all of that. So those teams would be waiting and they would love that. Croatia, man, in the final third, they have not been good. Modric hasn't really been able to affect games like we know he can, even though he did win star of the game for, you know what I mean? I don't know why he did win star of the game for the draw. That draw came against the Czechs. I don't know why he won star of the game. Seriously, I don't know why, but he did. But anyways, he hasn't been really starring at the tournament. Kramaric has not been good. Rebic has been awful. One bright spot is Perisic. Kovacic haven't played badly. But when you have Dejan Lovren in your team, like, many good things are not really, you know. Then again, I take that back. He won the league with Zenit. That was just a joke, guys, you know. And he won things with Liverpool. This is hard. This is really hard to predict. Guys, what are you saying? Talk to me, man. What are you guys really saying? 80 Booth. We need a John McGinn to not play as well. I don't need more Villa players getting linked to top teams. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Tomasevich. I haven't seen Mislav Orsic at the tournament. Where have Mislav Orsic been? I haven't seen Mislav Orsic. Croatia tend to do well with their backs against the wall. But Croatia also tend not to do well at Euros. They're a World Cup team. Scotland has not been. Listen, Scotland has not been at a major tournament since 1998. And they have not been at a Euro since 1996. Croatia, Scotland. Croatia has to win the game. Scotland has to win the game to go through. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. This one is hard for me, you know. This one is very, very hard. This is hard. God damn. But the way Scotland played against England, man. Look, let's use this. Let's use a simple man's logic. Simple man's football logic, right? If England beat Croatia, but England didn't beat Scotland, it means that Scotland will beat Croatia, right? Right? Is that what... You know that type of logic, right? Let me see what you guys are predicting right about now. Dupe saying 2-0 to Scotland. Modric has been underwhelming in the Euros. Big up to the boy Julian. Football TikTok WhatsApp. Jonas 1577. I'm predicting 2-2. 1-1 Palomo. 80 Boot, all joking aside, I hope Scotland win 2-1. Brian Hum, Croatia was correctly predicted to be past their best days. It's an old squad. Ricky Swift 1-1. Adrian Williams 1-0 Scotland. Max Sauce header. Guys, let me tell you something. Croatia would have to prove me wrong here. I like Croatia. You guys know that? You guys know that? I like Croatia. Dom, that needs to be the City home kit. LOL. You like this, right? You like the razzle dazzle? I do have the new City home jersey, you know. I don't even know where I put it. I'll probably wear it sometime in the future. But, guys, I'm predicting Scotland to beat Croatia tomorrow. You guys could tell I'm not biased. I'm predicting Scotland to beat Croatia 2-1. Robertson has looked good. McGinn, Che Adams, even without the young phenom in the middle there, Billy Gilmore. I would want to forget these Chelsea players, but Billy Gilmore. Scotland 2, Croatia 1. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Croatia has not convinced me. I initially picked Croatia to get out of this group, but if it happens, it would be a special performance. It would take a special performance. Because what I see from this Scottish team, these guys mean business. You see when Lyndon Dykes went and shaved his head? I think he had like a blonde hairstyle at first, and Dykes shaved his head. He means business. He means business. I'm sorry. I'm not here to make people happy. Mr. Tomaszewicz, not here to make people happy. Croatia would have to prove me wrong. They would have to prove me wrong. Scotland 2, Croatia 1. I'm not convinced. I like Croatia. You guys know that. I like the Croatia team. I got the jersey over there and everything. I'm not convinced. There's a lot of Croatians subscribed to my channel. I'm still not convinced that Croatia beating Scotland. It's either going to end in a draw or Scotland wins. Scotland are not losing to this Croatian team. Unless they play out of their skins and they destroy Scotland tomorrow. And that's it for my prediction. Let's move on. Let us move on. Let us move on. We're going to move on from that one. We have to. Can't linger. The big one. The big one. Czech Republic versus England. Head to head. 1 win for the Czechs, 2 for England, 1 draw. 1 draw. And if you guys want more details, I could hit you with more details, right? The last time these two teams played, Czech Republic, what just happened there? What just happened there? I had my game, you know. I had my game. This thing is playing around with me. The last time they played, a win for Czech Republic. A win for Czech Republic, right? In the qualifiers coming into the Euros for Euro 2020. England did beat the Czechs 5-0 in the first leg at home, but away in Czech Republic, 2-1 for the Czechs. The game before that, back in 2008, a friendly, 2-2, and previously England with 2 wins. So head to head, 5 matches, 3 wins for England, 1 draw, and 1 win for the Czechs. Jaroslav Silhavy coming up against Gareth Southgate, who the English media says that he don't know what he's doing and all of that. That's been the narrative. The negativity towards Gareth Southgate. But look, I don't think it matters what Southgate does here to try to avoid playing Group F runners-up, right? Because the winner of D plays Group F runner-up, right? I don't know what he's trying to avoid. He might try to avoid that and ends up playing a team that he doesn't want to play. You see what I mean? So the runner-up in D will play the runner-up in E. Runner-up in D, runner-up in E. Let's go back here. We're not going to predict yet. Let's look. Runner-up in E. They could mess around and meet Spain. They could mess around and meet Spain, guys. So this is what England is trying to avoid. And that's why I'm going here. That's why I'm talking about these permutations and all these kind of things. England, they don't want to play any of these teams from Group F, the group of death. Where if they win the group, they would play the runner-up from Group F, right? If they play second in the group, they will play the runner-up in Group E. But where I'm getting at, you run away. You listen, you cannot run away from these Group F teams because you come in second, you play the runner-up from Group E, but then if you win that game, the winner from Group F does play a third place team from A or F, right? Third place from A, not F, A or C. A or C. And if you go on A or C here, they can play Ukraine or they can play Switzerland. Switzerland have booked a place. So it could be France versus Switzerland, France versus Ukraine. You know, Ukraine. Well, look. And then let's say France beat any of these. They get back France. So England has to just put their heads down and they have to go out there and they have to win the group. They got to win the group. No more of that stuff that we saw against Scotland there by changing the fullbacks and finishing the game 0-0. I don't want to see no stalemate here. I want to see the English team go out there and try to beat the Czech Republic, where the Czech Republic has never beaten England on English soil. They managed to pick up a 2-2 draw. But England, they wanna make a statement. They have to make a statement and win the group. And play the weaker team from Group F. Whoever it turns out to be, whether if it's France or whether it's Germany or Portugal, however it ends up. This is a tricky one. This Czech team means business. It's a gritty team. Patrick Schick up top. And this team ain't playing games. They're not playing games. You cannot write this team off against England because some of the things Southgate has been doing it's very suspect, you know. Excuse me. Because tell me why Jadon Sancho has not played a match at Euro 2020 yet. Somebody tell me. I'm waiting for the answer. Tell me why when you need a goal against Scotland, you're not utilizing all the substitutes. You're not bringing on the attacking players that could actually affect the game. It means that you weren't showing intentions of winning the game. You see what I'm saying? Or we're going to see something similar against the Czechs where England are basically through, right? They're basically through. Let's say they come in third in the group. Let's say they mess around and come in third in the group or whatever. I don't think they can come in third in the group no more. Yeah, let's say they lose the game and come in third. Let's say Scotland beat Croatia and Scotland ends up with, you know, a better goal difference or whatever, which I think still could happen. If England come in third, who could they meet, you may ask, right? Group D. They could meet the winner of E, but they still won't be able to avoid the team from Group F. It doesn't matter what they won't be able to avoid these teams. So might as well you go out there and try to win every football game. Because I think England has been very negative. Harry Kane has not been involved. Raheem Sterling and Phil Foden and these guys and Mason Mount been doing their things and Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice. But it's still a little subpar when you consider the high standards that the English has for their team. But England should beat the Czech. They should beat the Czech. They should beat them. And I'm gonna go for England to beat the Czech Republic. Is Southgate gonna rotate heavily? Oh man, that's a possibility too. But I'm gonna go for England to beat the Czech Republic. Pretty good record on home soil against them. I'm also gonna go for you know what? Patrick Schick is a threat. They have a goal threat. They have a goal in them. I'm gonna go for England to win 2-1 as well. So Scotland 2, Croatia 1, England 2, Czech Republic 1. Of course, you guys know these games can end up anyway. It could be a draw, both games. It could be a win for Czech. It could be a win for Croatia. But these are just my opinions. You know, it's just opinions. We don't need to argue about these right about now. And you let me know yours in the chat. Raz, 1-1 draw. Adrian Williams, 3-1. Sancho double. B2K Julian, 3-0 to England. We have Black Zet, 1-0 or 0-0 this game. He won't start Grealish, so 0-0. What else we got here? Ricky Swift, 3-1. If Sancho played in England, he would start. Chad Buckle, 0-0. What else we got here? Right, Sancho has to start. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, man. Let us see what happens. You know what I mean? England hasn't won an international trophy since 1966. Oh, my God. Big up to the boy Pesci in the house. How you feeling, man? Czech Republic 1, England 0. Oh, man. Oh, man. What else you got here? Grealish wants to win trophies and play Champions League football. Ooh, 80 Booth. You're getting that clap back, baby. Listen. To just touch on the whole Kane Man City thing. I want Kane. I think he plays better at the club level, of course, you know, at least in 2021. He did well for Tottenham and he will do damn well at City. So that's a big bid that Man City made there, man. That's a huge bid. 100 mil. 100 mil. Is my eye. Listen, my eyes. Listen, am I seeing this thing right? Tottenham want, and it's saying Tottenham want second highest fee in history for a player. They're bugging out. City not gonna pay that. Oh, who knows? You never know. But look, guys, man, it's been real 2 hours. I've been up since freaking 4:45 a.m. this morning. I gotta be back tomorrow to do this. And, you know, I'm going to give the voice a little break. Lengon Sweet, Dominic, Kane, and Grealish, Champions League 21-22. Bro, it's going to take a whole lot of money to get these players at the club, man. DJ Smith, I wouldn't even play Kane. They qualified a dead rubber. Well, look. England would want to qualify as the best, the top team in the group. They would want to make a statement. So I think they would go for the win here. I think they would. So we have Brian Hum. Kane's playing like such crap. If someone would pay 100 mil for him, silly Tottenham. As if someone would pay $100 million for him, silly Tottenham. Look, Tottenham are trying to hold on to Harry Kane. You know what I mean? They're trying to hold on. But if Kane wants to go, they would have to end up and they would have to take whatever City's offering. If City are coming in with the best offer, they would have to take it. But you don't want an unhappy player at your club. You don't want a standoff between Kane and the club. So I think Tottenham should do the right thing. Tottenham has not been doing the right thing. They cannot even get a manager. They might end up appointing Ryan Mason as a manager. Who knows? Let's see. Let us see. Might as well they do that. They're not winning a trophy regardless. So might as well they just give Ryan Mason a damn job. He's done it at the back end of the season last season. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, man. So guys, look, man, it's been a long one. Tired as hell. And it's been fun doing this with you again for what is this? Which day is this? Is this day 9? Is this day 9, guys? Let me just do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let me count over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is actually 10. This is the 10th day of live stream for Euro 2020. Breaking every single game down and previewing every single game at the tournament. All 51 games will be reviewed and previewed by the one and only Dominic Rich FC. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys in the chat are awesome. Thriller, thank you for your time once again, Dom. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Lennon Sweet. Dominic, they want 150 million for Kane, and apparently City would give Spurs player Laporte, Sterling, or Gabriel Jesus could be part of the deal. Oh, man, whoever it is must be dispensable enough for us to let him go. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get my butt out of here. To listen, we're happy. This content is not behind a paywall. Awesome. Awesome. Giving it to you free of charge. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is come in here, like the video. And for those of you guys who have been occasionally dropping super chats, I do appreciate it. You guys are the real freaking deal. All right? So if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Do it for Christian Eriksen. Do it for the Danes. Do it for the Belgians. Do it for the Dutch. Do it for the Austrians. Because all those teams did well on the day and they deserves a big round of applause. Okay? So, look, man. Look. As I said again, you guys are not frauds. You are the real deal. And thanks again for watching another one. From your boy Dominic Rich. I'll be with you tomorrow morning, bright and early, with the review. Which group I gotta review again? Is that group B? With Group B review. I'll be hitting you with Group B review, where I've already hit you with Group A and Group C. So I'm coming with the group reviews as soon as they're done, because if I don't do them then, they will never get done. So guys, friend boy Dominic Rich, until next time, I like to say, thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich? Squad. Peace. I'm going to hit you with one of these today. Because today's live stream was the bomb.